Another campground.
Country Acres Campground in Lancaster.
In Lancaster, we're on the east side of Lancaster. So this one's really strategically located if you want to do a lot of Amish stuff, but you can see it's very well landscaped, which is just lovely. It's right off of Route 30. This RV park does have a gate, so they give you a card when you sign in, and you have to use that card, then use it as a fob to actually enter the campground, and then you just return it when you leave. Some fun things for the kids to do. The kids and Chris. And I'm not even sure, this thing seems to go on, it's pretty big. There's a lot of campsites here, and I love these purple flowers. That's some sort of vine. It has like bean pods, so if any of you know what that is, let me know.
And they've got a really nice pool that you can enjoy too. And here we are in even more spots. These are a little bit bigger back here, and they're all gravel.
I think the whole campground's gravel.
Yeah. More pictures of the lovely fields that surround this place. They've got a nice little dog run there. And on the other side of that tree, there's a volleyball net, a little pavilion with tables. And as I keep coming around, oh, there's Jenny and Aunt Gladdy.
Here's a look at the information for Country Acres Campground, and you can see it is a fairly large campground, and most of these sites are full hookup. They have a bath and laundry house out here. They also have a pool over here. Here's the other bath and laundry, so you can see that it's set up well, to accommodate for that. And also they did have really decent Wi-Fi while we were there. And this is really set up, you can see it says Amish farmland, and that's true, it's like a cornfield right there. But this is also really set up as a touristy, because it's in Lancaster, this is also really set up as a tourist, to attract tourists. So they also give you information on what's going on in the area, and also some coupons for things as well. And then this is also Bird in Hand, which is nearby there, it's a name of a town. They have, all the attractions that you would want to see, which is really nice, because if you are going to Lancaster and you want to enjoy sightseeing and really, having a chance to experience some of the Amish, features there, it's nice because they really give you, a place to get buggy rides, visit a farm, all different kinds of stuff, so that you have that information at your fingertips. So that's Country Acres Campground. Is a type of campground that you do not see us in very often.
No.
But it is a Yogi Bear, designed for children and young families.
Hey, Yogi.
Nice. But you can see we have a nice spot here, and there are a ton of spots, and some of them go right along the creek. This is just outside of Lewisburg, Pennsylvania, which you've seen. We did a tour of Lewisburg last fall. Fall's a beautiful time of year to be here. But we'll show you around the campground. You can see some cabins there. They have all different types of hookups, and we'll show you some of the amenities. Look at the pool and snack bar. They also have some of the conveniences here, like propane and a dump station as well, which is really nice when you're on the road a lot. It's nice to have that propane available to you right at the campground. So you're definitely going to pay more at a place like this just because they have so many amenities. But we'll get into the price. Let's continue the tour. We're getting well into the fall at this point, and even though this place looks really crowded, most of these are sitting empty. Other than, I think what happens is a lot of these look like places where they set it up for the summer, and then they, leave during the week and come back. It's Sunday night tonight, so they would be gone, and then they come back and enjoy their weekends here. And it's always interesting to see at different campgrounds, what the style is like, because you never know who's going to be filling up the area. But here's a really lovely pond. And again, you can see a ton of campers, but I think most of them are empty. It's so quiet here. I am sure in the summer this place just packs out. Oh, look at that. You should get a little wildlife. Someone's cat. Better than a black bear, we'll take it. Here's a look at the creek. It looks pretty low this time of year. But you can see those branches over there. That must be, you know, when it floods and it brings some logs down the stream. But you can see the spots are really just right on the creek here. So you'd have a really, really nice backyard. Here is what they call Jellystone Park. It is the actual basketball courts, volleyball court, some different games to play, and looks like they have like even an outdoor little movie theater for when they want to do that. And I think I saw horseshoes and, as well. So lots of stuff to do here. It's kind of weird that it's so empty, right?
It's like a ghost town.
I'm sure if we come back on Saturday, we'll be like, whoa. And something for the smaller children, a lot of playground fun. Now that we are at a weekend here at Yogi, this place has really filled up and packed out. A lot of the people came back to their sites who have campers that look like they just stay here, but then a lot of new campers came in as well. So it's funny because, you know, you go from the place being so empty during the week and then on the weekend it's just packed. But one of the things that I love about this is it's a lot of young families and it's intergenerational as well. So you see a lot of grandparents, parents, and children. And I really like that because it gives you that sense of how people really use RVing as a chance to get away for the weekend and come together as a family. So it's actually nighttime here. It's, let's see, like 9:30. And we just wanted to show you just a little bit. We don't like to invade people's privacy. So we'll show you just, you know, from a distance, but we just wanted to show you a little bit of what it looks like as families when families come together, and you'll see them, you know, at campfires just kind of chilling outside and enjoying each other's company and chatting, and then some of the lights that they have up and stuff. It's really cool, and you don't get to see that at every campground because a lot of them are more transitional. So you have a lot of people like us who we don't really set anything up outside because usually we're not staying all that long. We certainly aren't setting up lights and stuff like that, but also you're not getting together with your family here. You know, it's just the two of us traveling everywhere. So we just want to show you the contrast in that here at Yogi, and you should have seen it today. I mean, the kids, they had so many different things for the kids, hay rides and all kinds of stuff, and then they also had like some sort of music dance party earlier. It was pretty loud. It was a party.
They were jamming.
It was a party up in here. So Penn State's winning, by the way. So Chris is a pretty happy guy. But we're gonna go walk around the campground, and we'll show you what I mean by families coming together around a campfire. And for more of the details on staying at this type of Yogi site, you can see all of the different campsites they have. I do believe that these campsites, these are RV sites, but I do not believe they have sewer on these, because I saw a lot of people with the little portable ones next to their campers. So I don't believe that they do, but you'd probably want to confirm that. This is the creek, so you see they're right along the creek, which is really lovely. This area all flooded not that long ago. We had terrible flooding in this part of Pennsylvania a few years back, but probably about 5 years ago. But this whole area flooded like way up into here. So I'm wondering if even, you know, that's part of the reason that they don't have sewer. But anyway, they also have a lot of ponds. You can see just lovely, several ponds. And they usually have cabins along those ponds, which is nice. Here are some more cabins. This one's actually even catch and release. And you can just see all the different amenities, laundry, they have propane. They do have a dump site, you know, where you can actually, you know, dump your tanks if need be. And then they, of course, we're staying all the way over here, which is nice, but they, of course, have a ton of information to give people because they offer so many things. let's just start right here. Activities, all different kinds of things that you can imagine. They do have a pool. And yeah, it's just, you know, chock full of activities and things. And then they also give you all of their rules. They are usually pretty tough on the rules. You'll see like a campground like this, you come and they give you a whole lot of information, and then there are so many that like are real laid back, and you know, they really don't give you anything. You have to ask for the Wi-Fi and that's it. You know, it varies so very much. But a place like this, they're much more serious about the legality of everything, so they're going to give you a lot of rules. They also have hiking trails here. So here's the campground. This is where we're staying, and we've been going down here and walking back on this right along the creek, and we've seen deer there pretty much every night. We've heard wild turkeys, you know, through that kind of along the creek area there, their calls echoing, and yeah, it's just a really nice place to go for a nice walk. And let me see. Here is their calendar of events. So they tell you all of the different things depending on what time you're staying. You can check and see what's going on. But yeah, you can see, I mean, it is just packed. They have a ton of activities here. And some of them, like you'll see the Sundays, like that costs some extra money, you know, so some of these things are not necessarily included in your the price of your stay. So what is the price of the stay? Well, of course, because they offer so much, they're going to be a little more expensive. Let me see here. It's on this side. So we took advantage of the weekly rate here because the nightly, to have water, electric, and sewer, the nightly rate is 50. We are 30 amp, so if you're 50 amp, you're looking at 54. So that's pretty pricey, but then we also, and it is based on 4 people, so once you go above 4, then you're paying a little bit more. But like I said, we took advantage of the weekly rate here, and that's the only reason we don't stay in like a place like Yogi more, is because we don't take advantage enough of what they offer without having children. You know, with children, you're really going to take advantage of the stuff, so it makes more sense. Like a pricing like this isn't that big of a deal because you're going to use all of those things and do all those activities. But when you don't, it's a little bit harder to justify that kind of a cost. But it is a really lovely campground, and we have really enjoyed walking the walking trails here for sure. So that's that. And let me see, what else did they give us at the very end. Oh, here's the channels. Whoa. You know, we don't have TV. We didn't have TV before we were RVing for, I think, like 4 years, I want to say. I don't think we've had TV in like 6 years. So being in the RV, that didn't, you know, we took the entertainment system apart here, and that was it. We didn't put anything back on. But so I don't pay attention to the channels everywhere, but this certainly seems like a lot. So that's good. But anyway, so that's what the pricing you're looking at. That's what a Yogi Campground is all about. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this campground comparison. We do these just to give people a chance to see what they can expect across the country and at different types of campgrounds, so that you can make the best decisions for yourself, and you can also stack up the pricing and the cost. And we just really want you to be able to see what is the best decision for you and your family. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.